So being a family man to me has everything to do with just providing and making sure that my wife, my kids, even though my wife and I do a lot of this together, have everything they need, and then hopefully most of the things that they want. My role, I'm kind of Mr. Mom because my wife and I have kind of swapped the normal roles. She's more the breadwinner. My wife Tammy makes more money than I do, and I've always kind of been the soccer dad. I've been the sports dad. I've been the homework dad. So the most fulfilling moment as a father or a husband, well, one probably was the day I got married to my wife. Was very nervous, probably more nervous than I'd ever probably admit. Tammy knows I was pretty nervous. It's a big commitment. It's life-changing, and it's, at that point in time in our lives, we were very young, and a lot of those marriages, well, they don't always make it. So I do feel extremely fortunate to be able to start, my young adult life off with a woman like Tammy, and we made it work again. Been married for over 20 years. So becoming a family man, being, when I married my wife, she had two young boys. So immediately I was a father at 23. Was not something that I think any 23-year-old is prepared for or knows how to do. But from that moment, you go from being single, hanging out with your friends, and the next thing you know, you have a family to take care of and be there for. My family has become everything to me. Values, very similar to the values that I gained through my parents and through being a Marine. Good work ethic, do the job, don't complain about it. Do it to the best of your ability. It doesn't matter what it is, just do it. It can be writing code to mopping a floor. It doesn't matter. Do it the best that you can do it. And be proud of what you've done. Integrity. Do the right thing. Doesn't matter who's around. It doesn't matter that maybe doing the wrong thing is easier, because that's usually how it works. But do the right thing. Be a good human being. So the toughest challenge I ever faced in regards to trying to keep his family together, 2013, 14, 15 time frame. Not to get into too many specifics, this family went through a really rough time. My wife's oldest son, let's just say, received some medical diagnosis, made some poor decisions, did some things that are regrettable. And through that, my wife and I had to really come to terms with quite a few different things. I think we all make sacrifices, but it's never been something that was hard because of the reason. You might think, okay, being a drill instructor was a sacrifice because it was horrible at times. And everything I wanted to do in the Marine Corps to get promoted, to get pay raises, to keep my career going, it wasn't just for me, but it was a better way for me to provide, again, the needs and the wants. Obstacles, the biggest one is money, or the lack thereof. Money and time, because money doesn't grow on trees. I don't have a money printer in the house, and the older you get, the faster time moves, and it's aggravating. It's horrible. You can't stop it. You can't stop time. You can't just create money out of thin air. we can just say advice to another man that is trying to be part of a family, is simply be part of a family. Don't look at it in terms of being the patriarch. Don't look at it in terms of being the one who runs things. Don't even look at it in terms of being the one who's solely responsible. I think a lot of guys tend to have this misconception like they've got to be in charge, that they're ultimately responsible. And a marriage it's a team effort.